My name is Ashley Hilmer and I just graduated, and right now I'm on my way to Florida State. All my things are packed and I'm in my car, ready for my 4-hour drive to go move into my dorm. On that car ride, I know I'll have a lot going through my mind, like if my roommate and I will get along, if I forgot anything, if I'm going to run into traffic, and of course, if I'm wearing the right outfit, because, I want to make a good impression when I get there. But as I think about it, I should really be reflecting on how I got to this very moment. What led me to go to Florida State, to be talking to the congregation, to become a member of this church, and why I've been on numerous mission trips. But most importantly, I should try and understand why I've been led here. Since 6th grade, I've gone on 8 out of the 9 mission trips the youth provides while you're in the program. I've been to Georgia, Tennessee, North Carolina, New Orleans, Nicaragua, Alabama, Guatemala, and New Jersey. I've done construction projects, cleaning projects, worked with kids, and seen completely different levels of poverty. When I first began going on these trips, it was because it was the cool thing to do and because I got to hang out with my friends for a week away from home. I thought it would be a lot of fun with just a little bit of work. But when I went on my first high school mission trip to New Orleans, something began to spark. It wasn't significant, but it was definitely something that got me thinking. New Orleans was an interesting trip, and we were assigned a lot of small tasks, like yard work and cleaning projects. But the group I was working with was looking for something more, and that's when we met Gail. We were assigned to mow her backyard and weed the front of her house. As we worked, we talked to Gail about how the walkway on the side of her house had been torn up by the hurricane, so we needed to be careful every time we walked on it. And that kind of made us think she shouldn't have to walk on it either. So we talked to the organization we were working with and arranged to fix her pathway. When we were finished, I could see how much she appreciated it and that we had truly helped her. Because we took the time to get to know her, we were able to help her in a way that she needed, even if it wasn't a big task. The next spark happened on my first out-of-the-country mission trip to Nicaragua. One day we went to a place called La Checa, a dump full of miles and miles of built-up trash, but also the home to hundreds of children. I had never seen a place like this, a place with homes built in between 2 massive piles of trash, both burning smoke throughout the sky. I had never seen children walking around barefoot in an area with glass on the ground and dirt everywhere. Our job that day was to wash the feet of these children and give them new shoes. I was assigned to a girl named Stephania, and I will never forget the look on her face when I put those shoes on her feet. She was very shy, and of course there was a language barrier, but I was able to make her laugh and could see how happy she was to have her first new pair of shoes. When I saw this poverty in La Checa, I realized how much these children needed help, how these innocent children have to suffer such hard circumstances, and how our world needs people who will recognize them and help them in any way they can. As the summer was over, my senior year approached, and it was time to face those dreaded college applications. Except, call me crazy, I loved applying to college. It allowed me to narrow down the things I was truly looking for and try and figure out what place would fit me best. My mom was all about those scholarship applications, so of course I worked on those too. After my summer of mission trips, this passion of serving was ignited in me. I knew the opportunities to go on mission trips in college wouldn't be as easy as they were here, but I just had to find a place that would allow me the chance to find these opportunities for myself. As I said before, my mom was all about those scholarships, so she found this one at Florida State called the Service Scholar Program. It's a program designed for students to participate in various service projects together and education programs about social issues and so much more. This program seemed like the perfect place for me, and I worked extremely hard on that application. When the results finally came in, unfortunately, I didn't make the cut. I was a bit upset, of course, but decided that this was a way to try and find other opportunities around campus. I then applied to be part of the Social Justice Living Learning Community, a dorm where I live with students with shared interests in social justice issues, participate in service projects, monthly seminars, and take a class together. I was admitted into this dorm and was so excited that I was able to find a place for me. A little while later, out of the blue, I was contacted by the Service Scholar Program. One of the participants had dropped out, and I was next on the list. So on top of being let into the SJLLC, I had also become a service scholar. Finally, the Service Scholar Program introduced me to the Service Leadership Seminar, which is where I'm going right now. It is a 5-day seminar consisting of community service projects, workshops, and speakers. And it's meant to introduce students to service opportunities in Tallahassee and help them form ways to become leaders in their own service projects. With all of this combined, I am so confident that I am going to the place that was meant for me and that these opportunities were given to me for a reason. Which leads me to my first question: why me? Why was I led to all these things and given all of these experiences? It's because God knew that there was something in me, something deep down that He had to let me find for myself. Whether it had to take 1 mission trip or even 10, God wasn't going to let me pass up my true heart's desires. He knew that there was something deep down in my heart that wanted me to help others, and that this passion couldn't be put into words. And that's why He chose me, to show me what I could do in this world, to allow me to take a grasp on what I can accomplish and what I can do with this passion. On my last high school mission trip this summer, our devotional theme was God of the City. One of the passages really struck out to me. None of it will be about us. It will all be about Him. The glory of God is not found in the achievements of His people. It is not revealed in the volume of the songs. It's not even held in the reputation of the church. The glory of God is shown in the lives transformed, in darkness overturned, and in hope restored. It is found in the smile of the redeemed, the prodigal welcomed with an embrace, and the woman at the well accepted. It is found wherever those who hear God's voice follow His instructions. It is found where people put aside their agendas and commit to loving and serving God and others. It is found in the small steps of constant devotion to the life and call of Jesus. It is found in the broken hearts that carry on loving, the weak hands that keep on serving, the joy released in the midst of sadness. That's where greater things reside, and that's where they get released. And that, my friend, is where you belong. This passage struck me because it made me realize that this moment is where I belong, that mission work is what I am meant to do. God was the one that led me to this moment in order for me to use mission as a way to share the glory of God. And that's how mission changed my life.